you get into a self-defense shooting, everybody says it's going to be expensive, the legal fees, the aftermath. We're here with Mike, CCW Safe. Mike, I thought let's talk specifics about the dollars and what are you going to actually have to pay for?
So we're talking about a catastrophic case here where somebody has been shot and killed. You have charges, probably, murder one charges. Moving forward with that, the first thing you have to do is get an attorney. Retainer fee on a death case, shooting case, pre-trial from the time you're arrested to trial is going to be around $100,000 retainer fee. The first thing they're going to do is they're going to get you a bond if you're in jail, which most likely you probably will be. Mm-hmm. If they get a bond on a shooting where there's been a death, you're going to look at probably $500,000 to $1 million bond. So you're going to pay.
That's the bail.
Or the bail. So the bond fee is going to be 10% of that.
Okay.
So $50,000 to $100,000. Moving forward toward the trial, you're going to have investigators that you're going to need to hire, that your attorney is going to hire. That can be anywhere from, we've had $40,000 to $50,000 for an investigator, depending on, what they do, location, so forth. Mm-hmm. You're going to need expert witnesses to come in and look at the case. Expert witnesses can be anywhere between, $30,000 to $60,000. You might need more than one. You might need a forensic pathologist. You might need a firearms tool mark examiner. You might need to hire more than one. And then moving from the pre-trial to the actual trial, then that's usually a separate amount from the attorney. It could be another $100,000.
Another $100,000.
Yeah, it might be $50,000, $100,000 to go through the trial. You're going to need a jury consultant usually comes in, at trial time.
How
That's
much
a consultant. That's about $5,000 to $15,000 to help your attorney decide who you want on the jury. And this is going to be over probably a two-year period.
And you said really the bond, people say, if I show up for court, I'm fine. You don't get a lot of that money back.
You're not going to get it all back. And if you do, again, it's going to be probably 2 years later.
Okay. Now, we were talking about some other things, costs. I mean, if you shoot somebody in your home, there's cleanup involved.
Yeah, cleanup. Yep. Just to have somebody come in and clean up, your minimum probably $3,500, maybe $5,000, depending on the scene.
What are some other things that you guys have dealt with for your members that people don't think of?
Well, some of the other things that really don't have a price are things like helping them get through that case mentally, emotionally, trying to keep them in their best state for trial. That's the biggest thing, because you want to present your best case for trial. So, we've done diet plans, health plans, workout plans. We've had times where, most likely you're probably going to lose your job. We've seen that in a lot of cases. Going in and trying to get you a severance package, 3 weeks versus a year is a big deal.
Sure.
So there's a lot of expenses that we put in that they're not charged for, but they're really, there's invaluable.
There you go. Some specific numbers, what it's really going to cost you to pull that trigger, they know. To see all of Gun Talk's content, go to guntalk.com, guntalktv.com, or sign up for the Gun Talk newsletter.